Okay, so what if a single word seems simple, right, but actually holds like layers and layers of meaning and emotion, cultural weight? Today we're doing a deep dive into this really fascinating Javanese word, ASU. Our mission really is to explore how this term just transforms. It goes from, a literal animal name to something incredibly versatile, depending on the context who says it. You're going to get a kind of linguistic shortcut here.
Yeah, and what's so interesting about ASU isn't just the word itself. It's like a window, a window into how language reflects all these unspoken rules, social dynamics within a culture. It shows us how words really evolve emotionally and socially.
Right, so let's start basic. ASU literally just means dog in Javanese. That's the baseline.
That's the dictionary definition,
Yeah.
Simple enough. But in practice, you'll almost never hear it used just neutrally like that. It's typically used as an umpatan or a makian, basically a curse word, an expletive, especially common in Central and East Java.
Okay, a curse word. But here's where it gets really interesting, right? It's not always harsh. I mean, it can be sharp, express anger, mockery. But then somehow it can also signal closeness, familiarity, like when friends are joking around. How does one word do all that?
It's totally context dependent. That's what the sources really hammer home. Its meaning hinges entirely on who's speaking, who they're speaking to, and the whole situation surrounding it. And it's crucial to get this. It can be deeply offensive, really offensive. If you use it towards, say, elders or strangers or in any kind of formal setting.
That's the key, isn't it? The context. So this idea of it being like an affectionate but maybe a bit cheeky term, how does that actually work? Can you give us some concrete examples? What does it sound like in action?
Sure, okay. So for real anger or hurt, you might hear something like, "Oi, asuko, boo, boo, poo." That's a clear umpatan, right? Packed with negative feeling.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty intense.
But then, maybe between close friends joking around, it could be like, "Asukawe lukabenke." It's like a friendly jab, "You dog," that's hilarious. It actually shows closeness there.
Wow, quite the contrast.
Or even just spontaneous surprise. Someone gets startled, they might yell, "Asu, takira hantu." Like, damn, I thought that was a ghost. Just a reaction.
It's amazing that range from just one word. So if we put on our sociolinguistics hat for a second, what does this tell us about ASU?
Well, from that perspective, ASU is definitely classed as taboo, a coarse word. Think along the lines of shit or damn in English, same category. But interestingly, it's also thriving, as this really vibrant part of spontaneous emotional expression. It marks local identity, cultural belonging, and it's even used for sharp humor sometimes.
And it's not just spoken language, right? This word has really seeped into Javanese pop culture.
Oh, absolutely. You see it in memes, local songs, even on things like t-shirts and stickers. It's kind of become a cultural artifact itself.
Any examples of that? Like, how does it show up in those contexts?
Yeah, you might see phrases like "orip kokura luku asu," which basically means life is so not funny, damn it. Or maybe "ngopi ben ora edan asu," something like "have some coffee so you don't go crazy, man."
It's definitely part of the slang, especially among younger Javanese people.
Okay, so wrapping this up, this journey through ASU, it really teaches us something important, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The single word is just a fantastic example of how language lives and breathes, how it evolves. It can be a curse, a joke, even a sign of real camaraderie.
Exactly. And the biggest takeaway really has to be the critical importance of situational awareness. You have to know your context before even thinking about using a word this loaded.
Yeah. And the sources leave us with this really potent thought, kind of a warning. Use wisely because the tongue can be a knife and ASU can be a bullet. Makes you think, right? What does that reveal about the sheer power and the responsibility we carry with every single word we choose?